last voicemail is still in my phone. 47 seconds, dated March 14th to 7 a.m. You were laughing at something your dog did, voice thick with sleep and cold medicine. You said call me when you land on me, then a cough, then a soft love you, like it was the easiest thing in the world. I play it when the apartment gets too quiet, volume low so the neighbors don't hear me talking back to a ghost. I've memorized the static between your words, the way your lungs made when you tried not to cry, about the test results you hadn't told me yet. These voicemails I can't delete are the only place you still breathe. I keep them like pressed flowers between the glass and the future. 47 seconds of borrowed oxygen, looped a tiny life support machine, made of your voice saying my name the way only the dying and the ones who love them ever really do. I know one day the cloud will eat them, or the phone will die, or I will. Until then I pay the monthly bill just to keep you alive in a folder marked that. There's another one from Christmas Eve, you singing off key to the dog because the chemo made your fingers too weak for guitar. You left the message half finished, mid-verse of have yourself a merry little Christmas, and I never got the second half. I've tried humming it myself, but my voice cracks on the same note yours did, and I have to stop before the neighbors think someone's being murdered with kindness. I upgraded phones twice and always transferred you first, before photos, before music, before the rest of my life. These voicemails I can't delete are the only rooms you still walk in. I open the door at 2 a.m. when insomnia wears your face. 47 seconds and the world shrinks back to the size of a hospital bed, and your hand in mine, and the lie we both told the next spring would be kinder. People say he's in a better place, they've never heard you laugh at your own terrible jokes. And Dolby Atmos through AirPods at 3% battery, there is no better place than right here, crackling between towers, refusing to fade. These voicemails I can't delete will outlive my passwords, my fingerprints, maybe even my grief. One day a stranger will find this phone in a drawer and hear a man who sounds happy telling someone to call. When they land they'll smile, delete it for storage, and never know they just erased the last living piece of my father's voice. Until then I keep paying the bill, I keep you breathing. 47 seconds is long enough to say I love you and mean it forever. Hey, it's me. I landed. I'm calling back. Pick up, dummy. still buy your favorite cereal, the stupid Honey Nut one with the cartoon bee on the box. It sits on the top shelf, unopened, smiling its smug little bee smile. Every time I reach for something healthier, the cashier never asks why I only buy one bowl's worth of milk. She just scans the small carton and looks away, like she understands the arithmetic of grief. One person, two memories, zero appetite. Force of habit, I tell myself, but habits don't usually cost $4.79 a week, and a fresh stab every Saturday morning. I bought your favorite cereal again, even though the house ran out of you 389 days ago. I pour it into the bowl sometimes, listen to the dry clink of oats against ceramic, a tiny applause for still being alive. Then I put the lid back on and slide it to the back of the cupboard, like a letter I keep rewriting but never send. I bought your favorite cereal because forgetting is harder than carrying an extra half-pound of Honey Nut Ghosts. Last month the box got pushed behind the pasta, and I didn't notice for 12 days. I celebrated with a glass of wine and a panic attack at 2 a.m. When I remembered, I pulled it out, checked the date, still good, of course it was. Some things refuse to expire when you need them to. I tried switching brands once, the new one tasted like cardboard, and moving on, I poured it down the sink and went back to the bee like an alcoholic to the bottle. He swore he'd quit. I bought your favorite cereal again, even though you're only crumbs now. In the corners of my mornings, I eat around the silent spoon, circling the bowl the way planets circle a sun that burned out but still warms them anyway. I bought your favorite cereal because the day I stop is the day the house admits it's only built for one. Maybe next week I'll choose the plain oats. Maybe I'll leave the box on the shelf and walk past it like a grave I finally learned not to visit every day. Or maybe I'll keep buying it until the bee retires, until the recipe changes, until the store stops stocking it and forces my hand. Until then, it's just another small, ridiculous, perfectly reasonable way to keep you at the breakfast table without having to say your name out loud. I bought your favorite cereal today, and for the first time I opened it, I poured a bowl, added milk, and ate every last sweetened lie. It tasted like childhood in hospital rooms, and the last morning you were strong enough to steal the prize from the bottom of the box. I bought your favorite cereal and finished it. The empty box is in the recycling now. Cardboard wings folded flat. Tomorrow I'll walk past the aisle and keep walking. Some ghosts are gentle when you feed them, some let go when you finally swallow. Thanks for breakfast, love. I'm full. loved you through 5 of your birthdays. You'll never know about the first was the year you turned 22. I stood outside the bar on 2nd with a cupcake and a candle I never lit. Watched through fog glass while your friends sang off key, and you laughed with your head thrown back, like joy was something you could swallow whole. I ate the cupcake in my car, frosting on the steering wheel, sweet and guilty. I told myself I was just checking that you were okay. I was lying the way lungs lie when they pretend they don't need air. 5 birthdays and I never made a sound. 5 cakes I never brought. 5 wishes I swallowed instead of speaking. I became fluent and almost mastered the art of standing outside windows with my hands full of almost that turned into never. 5 birthdays and you still don't know. My heart learned to sing an a cappella in the key of your name. 24 was the rooftop in Brooklyn, string lights and someone else's arm around you. I watched from the street below, a silent extra in your movie. 25 you spent in Lisbon, photos of pastel buildings and your new crooked grin. I saved every story, then deleted the app, then re-downloaded it at 3 a.m. Like an addict who swears this is the last time. I started buying gifts I never sent, a record you once mentioned, a scarf the color of your childhood bedroom, a book of poetry with the page dog-eared where the writer says love is a room you can visit but never live in. They're stacked in my closet now, a quiet museum of restraint. 5 birthdays and the candles kept burning without me. I got older in the dark, learned how silence grows teeth when you feed it long enough. 5 birthdays and I still set an alarm for the minute you were born. Watch the numbers flip and whisper the only prayer I know: be happy. Be happy that never needs me. This year you'll be 27. I won't look, I'll put the phone face down, go for a walk, let the city swallow my footsteps. Maybe I'll finally throw the gifts away, or maybe I'll keep them the way monks keep relics of saints they never met, but somehow still believe in. 5 birthdays and the 6th is coming. I'm practicing letting the day pass without becoming a ghost at your window. I'm learning that love can be a one-man choir singing softly enough not to wake the person it's about. 5 birthdays and I think I'm finally ready to blow out the candle I've been carrying all these years alone. Happy birthday, wherever you are, the song is over. I'm turning the lights off for both of us this time. for the wedding ring before I looked at your eyes. It was the first thing my gaze hunted, a tiny circle of gold that could finish me faster than any expression you might wear. There it was, thin, mad, sitting exactly where I once imagined my own would live someday. It caught the street light like a quiet verdict, case closed, sentence served. Someone else gets the rest of your mornings. You were talking about the weather and I was translating the glint on your fourth finger into a lifetime without me in it. I looked for the wedding ring and found the rest of my life in one small band of metal. It didn't shout, it didn't need to. It just rested there, perfectly calm, the way you rest your hand now on someone else's arm without thinking. I looked for the ring and realized some doors close so gently. You only hear the click when you try to open them again. Years later, you asked if I was okay. I lied with a nod and watched the ring shift when you pushed hair behind your ear. A small, ordinary motion that used to be mine to watch from 2 inches away in bed, in cars and grocery lines. Now it belongs to Saturday markets and someone else's Sunday papers. The ring didn't flash or boast, it simply existed, quietly certain, the way truth does when it no longer needs to prove anything. I wanted to hate it, I couldn't. It looked peaceful on you. At your face, because faces can lie, but gold rarely does. It told me everything in one silent sentence. He stayed, he asked, you said yes, and the world kept spinning in the right direction without me. I looked for the ring and found mercy in the way it didn't hurt as much as I deserve. I hope it never feels heavy, I hope it warms when you're cold and cools when you're nervous. I hope it learns the exact weight of your hand, the way I never quite managed to learn the weight of keeping you. I looked for the wedding ring and finally looked at your eyes. Afterward, they were softer than I remembered, or maybe I was harder than I realized. You were happy and the ring was only the proof, not the source. I looked for the ring and found the last piece of letting you go, a small shining acceptance that some love stories end in someone else's forever, and that's still a kind of beautiful. It suited you, the ring, the rave, all of it. Be happy, love. I looked and I saw that's enough. waking up when I'm saying goodnight. Your sun climbing while mine slips out the back door. I watch the sky over my city turn the color of old bruises, and imagine it's the same light touching your face. 8 hours ahead, we live on the same planet, but different pages of its diary. I send you a voice note at my midnight. You hear it with coffee steam curling around your ears, like a cat that learned to time travel. We used to measure distance in subway stops. Now it's measured in sunrises I sleep through and sunset you haven't earned yet. Different time zones turned our love into a long-distance relationship with the same person. I kiss you goodbye while you're still dreaming of hello. We wave at each other across a gap no plane can close. Different time zones, the cruelest kind of almost. Close enough to feel, far enough to ache, never quite arriving at the same now. Your Thursday is my Wednesday ghost. I celebrate your birthday twice. Once when my clock strikes 12, and again when yours finally does. I blow out candles alone and save the wish in a jar labeled when you wake up. You send photos of golden hour streets while I'm microwaving dinner under fluorescent grief. We compare skies like children comparing bruises. Yours is rose and peach, mine is the color of almost gone. Sometimes the lack feels kind, it gives me 8 extra hours to choose the right words. Most times it just stretches the silence until it learns how to scream. Different time zones taught me how to miss someone who's still breathing in the future. I fall asleep to your morning voice note and dream in the space between your sentences. We're two clocks, wound by the same hand, but set to different wounds. One day the gap will shrink or grow or disappear entirely. Until then, I keep the world map on my wall with a red string stretched thin from my today to your tomorrow. It hums when the wind moves, a quiet lullaby made of longitude and stubborn hope. Different times and time zones are slowly teaching me how to love someone in past, present, and future. All at once I kiss the screen where your face was and let the 8-hour echo settle on my lips like dew that hasn't decided if it belongs to last night or tomorrow morning. I'll wait. The earth is patient when it spins for two. Good morning, love, or good night. I never know anymore, but I say both just in case one of them finds you awake. I've known the weight of your coat since we were 15. How it falls off one shoulder when you're tired. I've memorized the exact second your laugh turns real. The tiny inhale before the left side lips. I keep every detail in a locked drawer behind my ribs, labeled do not open in front of her. You tell me about the boys who break your days, and I nod like a good friend should, while my pulse rehearses betrayal in a language only blood understands. You say you're like my brother, and I die politely, with a smile that never reaches the crime scene. I'm the best friend who knows all your secrets, except the one that would ruin everything. I've tasted your name in my sleep and swallowed it back down before morning could snitch. I'm the safest place you've ever cried, and the most dangerous place you've ever stood without knowing. Best friend secret, I've been in love with you since the first time you fell off your bike, and I carried you 3 blocks home, pretending the shaking was just from the weight. We still meet every Thursday for coffee, same corner booth, your knee brushing mine under the table like an accident that keeps happening on purpose. You talk about the new guy who texts you poetry at 2 a.m. and I stir 3 sugars into my cup just to have something to do with hands that wanna reach across and rewrite every line he sent with my own mouth. You ask why I'm quiet tonight. I say work's been heavy. You believe me. You always believe me. That's the part that hurts cleanest. I watch you leave your scarf on the chair again. I fold it the way you like, small and neat, then press it to my face for 1 stolen second before hanging it on the coat rack like nothing happened. I'm the best friend who knows all your secrets and keeps the worst one locked in my throat. I've rehearsed telling you in every mirror, every shower, every red light. The words always dissolve the way sugar doesn't rain. One day you'll fall in love for real, and I'll stand beside you in whatever suit they make groomsmen wear, and smile the widest, because that's what heroes do in stories where they never get the girl. Sometimes I imagine a parallel Thursday where I finally say it, and the world tilts just enough for you to tilt with it. Most nights I imagine the other version where I stay quiet and you stay happy, and the distance between those 2 futures is the exact width of the rest of my life. I'm the best friend who knows all your secrets, and we'll carry this one to whatever grave finds me first. When you say I don't know what I'd do without you, I hear thank you for staying on your side of the line. So I stay and stay and stay until staying becomes its own kind of leaving. Best friend secret, loving you quietly is the loudest thing I've ever done. Your scarf still smells like Thursday, I'll bring it next week. Same time, same booze, same unspoken war. we still set a chair at the table. The one with the wobble, you always fixed with a folded coaster. Mom puts the plate down gently, like she's afraid the porcelain will bruise. Nobody sits there, the napkin stays folded, the glass stays empty, but the space is occupied by the shape of you. We all learn to walk around without touching. Dad says grace a little longer now, as if extra words might stretch across the miles and find you still breathing. There's a chair at the table that no one sits in anymore. It holds the light differently, catches the sun in a way the others don't, like it's trying to keep your outline warm. We pass the potatoes clockwise and pretend the circle isn't broken. A chair at the table with your name carved underneath an 8-year-old handwriting. No one has the heart to sand away. Thanksgiving smells the same, cinnamon and sage and something burning quietly. Your niece asks why Aunt Lena's seat is empty, and we say she's eating with the angels tonight. She's not satisfied, takes an extra roll for you anyway, and sets it on the plate like an offering to a God who stopped answering. Watch the butter melt untouched and think about how grief is just love with nowhere left to go. Mom still cooks for 5, then wraps the leftovers in foil swans, the way you taught her. There's a chair at the table that creaks when the heat comes on, as if it remembers your weight and refuses to forget. We talk around it, over it, never to it, but every story still bends toward the empty space, like flowers toward a window that hasn't opened in 3 years. Sometimes late, I pull the chair out and sit opposite me, just to see what conversation looks like. When one side doesn't answer, I tell you about the new job, the dog, how Mom's hair went white overnight. The silence listens better than most people ever tease. There's a chair at the table, and one day we'll stop setting the plate. Maybe next Christmas, maybe never. Until then it keeps its vigil, quiet, stubborn. A wooden lighthouse on a shore where you never came home. We eat around the missing the way planets orbit. The star that burned out, but still pulls everything into its old perfect circle. Save me a seat wherever you are. I'll be the one still passing the salt to the empty air beside me. Streetlights bleed into the puddles like forgotten ink on a page we left blank. I grip the wheel a little tighter, tracing the curve of your shadow in the dark. The radio hums a static lullaby, whispers of songs we danced to once. Now they're just echoes in this empty car. fading like headlights in the fog. Every corner turns into yesterday, pulling me back to the warmth we lost. I should turn around, find my way home, but these roads know your name too well. I'm driving through the neon rain, chasing ghosts in every lane. The city's crying for what we had, washing away the plans we made. Your voice lingers on the dashboard light, a flicker in the dead of night. Neon rain falls so slow, drowning out the letting go. Billboards flicker like old film reels, scenes of us laughing under clearer skies. The wipers sweep away the blurred lines, but they can't erase the ache inside. I passed the bridge where we watched the dawn, now it's just a silhouette against the storm. The engine hums a quiet confession of all the miles I can't outrun. Every red light stops me in my tracks, reminding me of pauses we never took. I could pull over, let the silence win, but your memory rides shotgun still. I'm driving through the neon rain, chasing ghosts in every lane. The city's crying for what we had, washing away the plans we made. Your voice lingers on the dashboard light, a flicker in the dead of night. Neon rain, it falls so slow, drowning out the letting go. Maybe one day these streets will forget the way we wandered hand in hand, but tonight the rain's a gentle thief, stealing breaths from what remains. I close my eyes at the empty stop, and for a second you're here again. A soft illusion in the downpour, slipping through my fingers like sand. I'm driving through the neon rain, chasing ghosts in every lane. Neon rain, it lets me know we're just a story in the glow, drowning out the letting go. They played our song in the grocery store, right between the cereal and the canned tomatoes. It drifted down from the ceiling like a memory that forgot it wasn't welcome. I was reaching for the same brand of soup you used to warm when I was sick, and the first piano note hit me so cleanly. I dropped the can, it rolled under the shelf like it was trying to hide from what came next. The melody knew exactly where to press. It found the bruise I'd been pretending wasn't tender. They played our song in the grocery store, and I left a full cart in aisle 9. Milk, eggs, bread, all abandoned, like a life I couldn't finish shopping for. I walked past the registers without looking up, past the teenage cashier who will never know why a grown man suddenly needed air more than dinner. Our song, 3 minutes and 12 seconds of perfectly preserved heartbreak, piped in at safe public volume so no one else needles had to bleed. I made it to the parking lot before the chorus arrived. Sat in the driver's seat with the door open, key still in my pocket. Let in the cold bite, because pain on the outside felt fairer than the kind on the inside. A mother loaded groceries beside me, her kids singing along to the exact same bridge we slow danced to. The night I thought forever was a reasonable request. He got the words wrong, I envied him. I waited for the song to end, the way sailors wait for storms to pass over the bow. It did. The next track was something upbeat about summer. I laughed once, short cracked the sound of a man realizing the world keeps spinning even when your needle is stuck. They played our song in the grocery store, and I paid for it with an entire evening I'll never get back. I drove home without the soup, without the milk, with a card-shaped hole in the middle of my chest. Some melodies are landmines disguised as background noise. You can live a whole life avoiding the field and still step on one between pasta sauces and toilet paper. I haven't been back to that store. I shop at night now, smaller places where the speakers only play jazz. Nobody ever fell in love too safer that way, but sometimes in the quiet of my kitchen I hum the first 4 notes just to prove I'm still breathing. After the explosion, they played our song in the grocery store, and I finally understood. Some things are louder when everyone else can't hear them scream. I left the cart, but I took the song with me, folded small, pressed between the ribs, a receipt for a life I paid for and walked away from all at once. Thank you, aisle 9. I needed the reminder that healing sometimes looks like an abandoned shopping cart and a man learning how to leave without making a scene. Saw you in Whole Foods aisle 7 with a ring and a kid, reaching for the organic strawberries like the world had agreed to be gentle with you. You were kneeling down, wiping juice from his chin with the sleeve of a sweater. I didn't recognize the overhead lights, made everything too bright, too real. Your hair shorter, your smile wider, the kind that doesn't need rescuing anymore. I stood frozen by the gluten-free pasta, holding a box of something I didn't need, pretending to read the ingredients while my heart read the years between us. Saw you in Whole Foods aisle 7, and the distance felt like a lifetime compressed into fluorescent hum. You looked like a story that finally found its happy ending in someone else's chapter. The ring caught the light the way your eyes used to catch mine when we still believed we were the whole book. I wanted to say hello, but some greetings are heavier than groceries, and I was already carrying too much. Your little boy pointed at the cartoon in my box, asked if the dinosaur was friendly. You laughed that same low, Easy son I used to keep in my pocket for bad days, and told him yes, some dinosaurs are kind. Even when they're extinct, I almost smiled, almost. Then you looked up, our eyes met for half a second, and the air turned thick with everything we never said after the last time. You nodded, small and polite, the way you nodded neighbors you don't really know. I nodded back the way you nodded ghosts you're trying to forgive. Saw you in Whole Foods aisle 7 and I realized some people get to keep the life we only borrowed. You look peaceful in a way I never managed when peace still lived with us. The kid tugged your hand, ready for the next aisle, the next ordinary miracle. I stayed rooted between quinoa and regret, watching you walk away, lighter than you ever were with me. I hope the ring fits on cold mornings. I hope the kid asks questions you always know how to answer. I hope the strawberries are always sweet and the sweater never needs mending in the places I told. Saw you in Whole Foods aisle 7 and didn't feel the old knife twist, just a quiet click like a door finally closing without slamming. You looked happy, and happy looked good on you, the way it never quite did when it was trying to include me. I put the box back on the shelf, walked out empty-handed, and for the first time it felt like enough. I said thank you for the soft landing. Be well loved. The world kept its promise to you. Spotify Wrapped came for me this year, like a polite assassin in a pastel card. Your top song of 2025, the one we played on repeat. The night you packed your books and I pretended to sleep. 11/7 plays, I laughed out loud in an empty kitchen, because the algorithm knows exactly how many times a heart can break to the same 3-minute chord progression before it learns the words by blood. It even made a little animation, a tiny broken heart pulsing in time with the kick drum. Cute, merciless. Spotify really knows how to hurt me, wrap my whole year in a single song. I can't skip skipping, would mean admitting I'm still not over you. I counted every 3 a.m. replay when insomnia wore your face, every shower where I let the chorus drown the sound of crying. Spotify Wrapped turned my grief into a playlist and called it your sound of the year. Thanks for the reminder, I guess. Number 2 was the song from the road trip we never finished. Number 5 was the one you added the day you left, with a note this made me think of us. I hated it then, I hate it more now because it was right. The app says I listened for 439 minutes. That's 3 full days of my life spent living inside a loop you walked out of without pressing pause. It even told me my emotional weather was melancholy with scattered heartbreak. I laughed again, this time quieter, because even the robots can read the room. Spotify really knows how to hurt me. Gave me a trophy for loving you the loudest when you weren't even listening. It made a reel of my worst night, set to the songs that kept me breathing when breathing felt pointless. I watched it once, then closed the app and opened it again, because pain is the only subscription I never cancel. Next year I'll try to listen to something new. I'll make playlists called Spring and Moving On, and songs that don't taste like your name. I'll lie to the algorithm the way I lie to myself at 2 a.m. when I'm still searching your name in other people's voices. Spotify really knows how to hurt me, but maybe that's mercy in a language only the lonely speak. It counted every tear as a stream, turned my ruin into data, and handed it back with a bow. Thank you, little robot heart, for proving I survived another year of loving you in 4/4 time at 68 BPM with no skip button in real life. See you next December when you tell me again who I couldn't stop listening to when I should have been learning how to live without. Play it one more time. I'm ready. I'm still not, but play it anyway. I still can't order a vanilla oat latte without tasting the ghost of your voice, saying it first, soft and certain, like it was the simplest thing in the world. The barista waits, pen hovering over the cup, and I stand there frozen in the small silence where your name used to fit perfectly. Between grande and oat milk, I end up mumbling black, no sugar, the way I drank it before you taught my tongue to crave sweetness. They spell my name wrong on the sleeve now. It used to be yours. They got it right every time. I still can't order a vanilla oat latte without the room tilting a little to the left, the exact angle your head used to rest on my shoulder in the corner booth. It's just coffee for words, 2 syrup pumps, but it carries the weight of every Sunday morning we spent pretending the world started, when the cup was half empty and your hand was half full of mine. stood in line like a man approaching a confessional. Whispered the order like it might summon you from the steam. The first sip burned not from heat, but from memory. The way you'd steal the foam with your thumb and dot it on my nose when you thought I wasn't looking. I left half the cup on the table, watched it cool into a small abandoned lake, reflecting a ceiling I no longer recognize without your laugh bouncing off it. Some habits are harder to break than hearts. This one just tastes sweeter. I still can't order a vanilla latte without hearing the echo of a yes. When I asked if you wanted the usual, the barista hands me black coffee now. No questions, like she understands. Some drinks are cemeteries for things we can't bury anywhere else. One day the words will come out clean. No tremor, no aftertaste of you. One day I'll taste vanilla and only think of the bean, not the way your eyes soften when the sweetness hit your tongue. Until then, I drink it bitter, let the burn remind me I'm still capable of feeling something strong enough to hurt. I still can't order a vanilla latte, but I'm learning to sit with the ache instead of running from the counter. Some ghosts prefer espresso bars to graveyards. They linger in the milk steam, in the hum of the grinder, in the small mercy of a stranger who doesn't know why I always pay for a drink I never finish. Grande vanilla latte, extra foam for here. No name on the cup this time. I'd take it all back if I could. The nights I turned my back when you needed facing. The words I let hang in the air like smoke after the fire had already gone out. I was a collector of small cruelties, pocketed them like coins I thought I'd spend on being right. You were the one spending everything, trying to keep us in the light. I see it now in the rearview mirror of every quiet evening, how your shoulders curved inward when I chose silence over sorry. I thought distance was a kind of strength, it was just cowardice wearing a better coat. I'd take it all back just to have you back. Every sharp edge I handed you disguised as truth. Every door I closed with my own tired hands. I trade the pride I wore like armor for one more morning of your sleepy smile across the kitchen table. I'd take it all back and say the things that still echo in rooms you no longer enter. If regret had wings, I'd fly them straight to your window and leave them folded on the sill, like the apology I was always too heavy to carry until you were gone. I heard you laugh the other day across a crowded market, real and unguarded. The sound I used to keep in a box marked mine, Someone else opened it, they must have gentler hands. I stood between stalls of fruit and flowers and felt the years collapse into one bruised moment. All the times I could have chosen kindness and chose to be clever instead. You walked past without seeing me, and I let you. Some debts are paid by staying invisible. I still set 2 cups out sometimes, out of habit, then pour the second one down the sink, like a toast to what I wasted. I take it all back just to have you back. The cold replies, the half-hearted tries, the way I made you feel small so I could feel tall. I'd gather every careless hour and stitch them into something soft you could wrap around your shoulders. On nights the world feels sharp, I take it all back, but time only moves forward, and I'm still learning how to walk in that direction without looking over my shoulder for the person I used to hurt. If you ever think of me, I hope it's gentle, the way rain thinks of old roofs it once damaged, but now only remembers how to fall softly. I don't ask for forgiveness, I ask for the version of me that hurts you, to stay buried under all the growing I'm doing in the quiet. I take it all back just to have you back, but since I can't, I'll take it forward instead. Every lesson carved into my hand, so the next time I hold someone I don't drop them. I take it all back, but I'll settle for becoming the man you deserved, even if you never see it. Some redemptions are quiet, some apologies live in the space between who I was and who I'm trying not to be anymore. I took it all for granted, now I'm giving it back to the wind. Carry it gently wherever you are. You leave me on red at 11:11 every single night without fail. 3 great ticks glow like tiny moons. I keep wishing on knowing they won't fall. I type paragraphs that shrink to single words, then delete them all before they land. The keyboard becomes a confessional where sins dissolve in a backspace and seen the cruelest 4-letter word in any language I've ever learned. Red receipts are the new ghosting, soft blue torture in a paper-thin screen. You let me know you were there, then vanish like breath on winter glass. I count the minutes between your thumbs and my heartbeat, finding new ways to lose. Red receipts, you leave the door open just wide enough for the cold to walk in and sit on my chest until morning. Last week you replied with a single heart, red and pulsing for half a second before it turned to smoke. I stared at it so long, the color bled into my dreams. Now I send you songs at 2 a.m. Little bottles with no message inside, just the sound of me trying not to drown you. Open every one and never throw a rope. I wonder if you keep the notifications on just to watch me orbit like a moth that learned fire is safer than the dark. Red receipts and mercy dressed as cruelty, a hand that waves instead of reaching. I refresh chat until the wake. Gamblers pull levers, hoping this time the silence pays out. You're asleep 3 miles away with your phone face down, and I'm wide awake, learning the exact weight of being seen and still invisible. One day I'll turn them off, I'll stop believing breadcrumbs for a trail you never follow. I'll let the messages sit undelivered like letters returned to sender, because the house burned down and no one told the mailman. Until then I keep making wishes at 11:11 on 3 gray moons that never fall. Red receipts, thank you for teaching me how loud quiet can be. I finally understand why lighthouses don't chase ships. They just blink and blink and blink until the storm decides whether to come home or keep sailing. I'm turning the light off tonight. If you ever look up and notice the dark, you'll know where to find me. Delivered, seen, gone. Delivered, seen, gone. Gone. Had a dimple on the left when you really smiled. Not the polite one you gave strangers, but the one that arrived late and stayed longer than it was invited. It showed up only when something caught you off guard. A small indent in the armor you wore so well most days. I lived for that dimple, chased it across rooms with bad jokes and gentle teasing. Anything to watch the left side of your face, give away the secret that you were happier than you let on. I never told you I measured whole evenings by how deep it went. That left dimple is the last honest thing I still own about you. I close my eyes and it appears a tiny crater on the moon of your cheek, where I once landed safely years later. I catch myself searching faces in crowds for that same small betrayal of joy. None of them fall quite like yours did. Symmetrical, unapologetic, a quiet rebellion against the evenness you try to keep when things got hard. I saw you last spring at the market, basket full of peaches in sunlight. You were laughing at something he said, and there it was. The dimple, deeper now, well practiced. It didn't hesitate the way it used to with me. I stood between stalls of flowers and felt the years collapse into one soft indent I no longer had the right to touch. You didn't see me good. Some relics are kinder when left undisturbed. I almost smiled back at the space where you stood. Muscle memory being cruel again. That left impulse still shows up in dreams uninvited, carrying the full weight of every moment you were truly unguardedly mine. fingers chasing air, the ones held the shape of your happiness. It was never symmetrical love. Always a little more on the left, always a little more yours than I deserved. I hope he knows what it means when that dimple appears. I hope he spends his life trying to earn it the way I stopped trying too soon. Some small things outlast the largest promises. A dimple is just a place where joy decided to stay a second longer than the rest of the face was ready for. That left dimple is the softest scar I carry. Doesn't hurt anymore, it just reminds me how beautiful uneven can be when it's real. I no longer search crowds, I let it live in the quiet corner of memory, where the light still hits at the exact angle that makes you truly smile. Thank you for the asymmetry. It taught me happiness rarely arrives perfectly balanced. Left side, always the left. I still lean that way when I laugh sometimes. The rain starts out like it's apologizing for showing up, tapping the roof, the same rhythm you used to trace on my wrist. I let it fall harder, hoping volume can drown memory, but the windshield just turns into a screen playing a song repeat. Every drop a small projector, every streak a frame I can't pause. The wipers move in perfect 6/8 time, like they're trying to keep a song alive. We already buried left, right, left, right. They sweep the water but they can't sweep you. These wipers can't wipe you away, they just smear you across the glass again. I'm driving blind through the mess we made, headlights cutting tunnels in the ache. Every mile marker counts the nights since your hand left the passenger side. Wipers can't wipe you away, and I'm starting to think nothing ever will. There's a coffee cup in the holder, lid still warm from yesterday. Your lipstick on the rim like a bruise that won't fade. The heater blows your perfume from the vents, a ghost that learned how to haunt in circles. I passed the exit to your mother's house, take it slow like the way you taught me. Muscle memory is a cruel passenger, it never asks for directions home. Red light, I watch the rain race down the window. Some drops join, some fall alone. I wonder which one I am tonight. These wipers can't wipe you away, they only make the blur more beautiful. I'm learning your shape in negative space, where the water refuses to behave. If tears were weather, this would be the forecast. Endless gentle, impossible to outrun. Wipers can't wipe you away, so I let them keep the rhythm of missing you. Maybe when the tank runs empty, I'll leave the car on the shoulder, walk into the storm with nothing to protect. Let the rain finally do its job, wash me clean or drown me whole. Either feels fair at this point. These wipers can't wipe you away, they just taught me how to see in the dark. Every streak is a vein of light leading back to the night you said stay, and I didn't. Now the rain forgives me in slow motion, beat by beat, swipe by swipe. Wipers can't wipe you away, so I turn them off and let the whole world blur into you. Keep tonight. You used to wear the same perfume. 10 years later it still finds me. Before your face does, it drifted across the bookstore cafe like a postcard from a country I was deported from without warning. One breath and I was 26 again, standing in your hallway while you sprayed your wrists and laughed about being late for a movie we'd never see, because we couldn't stop kissing against the door. Scent is the cruelest time machine, no ticket, no warning, just sudden arrival in a body that no longer belongs there. You smell the same, and the room tilted 10 degrees toward a life we closed the door on. Everything else had changed. Your hair shorter, your laugh a little lower, the way you held your cup with both hands now, like you learned to be careful with warm things. But the perfume was a stubborn country that refused to redraw its borders. You smelled the same, and I almost said your name the way I used to when it still lived in my mouth, like a prayer I believed in. You were 3 tables away, reading something with a blue cover, sunlight doing the thing you used to do. Across your collarbone I watched the steam from your tea curl like it remembered my fingers. You looked up once, I scanning the room the way people do when they feel a ghost breathing on the back of their neck. Our gazes brushed, not quite meeting, not quite avoiding, and the perfume wrapped around my throat like a scarf I wasn't allowed to keep. I paid for a coffee I didn't drink and left before the scent could follow me home and ruin another night. You smell the same, and it was proof that some things outrun us. No matter how fast we walk away, the rest of you had moved on beautifully, gracefully. But that small cloud of cedar and vanilla was still loyal to a version of us that died quietly in a hallway. 10 years ago you smelled the same, and I almost waved like a man waving at his own grave from the wrong side of the glass. I hope he knows what it means when you wear that scent on ordinary Tuesdays. I hope he understands he's breathing in a love letter written by somebody else's younger heart. I hope it keeps you warm the smelled the same, and for 3 full seconds I was forgiven for everything I broke. Then the moment passed, the perfume thin, and I walked out into a city that had finally learned my new name. You smell the same. Thank you for the small mercy of not changing, the one thing I was never strong enough to let go of. Cedar, vanilla, a trace of rain, I still carry you in the lining of every coat I own. I still check airport arrivals for a flight you'll never be on. The board flips and flickers, destination spilling like loose change across the screen. I stand in the same spot every time, near the pillar with the chipped paint, watching families collapse into each other, the way paper cranes unfold in water. Strangers hug like they've been holding their breath for 12 time zones. I breathe normally, I've had practice. The automatic doors I open, and for one stupid heartbeat I let the crowd blur into maybe. I still check airport arrivals, the way monks check prayer wheels. Ritual, repetition, a quiet kind of madness. No one questions, your name isn't on any manifest, but I read every line anyway, searching for a ghost in transit. Some gates close forever, and still we stand at the barrier, holding signs that spell nothing to anyone but us. Last week a woman waited beside me, with a bouquet wilting in the heat. Her flight landed, no one came. She left the flowers on a bench and walked away smaller. I almost picked them up, thought they might look right on the table where your suitcase never sat. Instead I watched them droop, petals folding in on themselves like secrets that got too heavy. I understood them perfectly. The announcements wash over me in 3 languages I don't speak, all saying the same thing. Move along, nothing to see here, keep walking. I still check airport arrivals on nights when the city feels too still. I drive here after midnight, parking short term like I'm only staying a minute. Watch the board reset itself, the way hearts try to. Every landing is a small resurrection, and every empty gate a quiet burial. I come for the almost, you stepping through the almost, us beginning again in the fluorescent hum of baggage claim. One day I'll forget the route, or the terminal will be renovated, or the ache will finally take a different flight. Until then, I keep the ritual the way widows keep wedding rings and velvet boxes they never open but never throw away. Some arrivals are measured in years, and some departures never quite finish. I still check airport arrivals, but I don't stand as close anymore. I watch from the car now, engine running, hands loose on the wheel. The board still flips, names still dissolve, and no one looks like you the way they used to. I think that's progress or surrender, maybe both. We're the same face in the rearview mirror as I pull away. Safe travels, love. Wherever you are, the gate's closed. I'm finally boarding something else. I saw you through the window of a place we never went. You were laughing at something he whispered low. The light caught the side of your face, the same way it did the morning you left. Only this time you weren't looking for the door. You were looking at him like the room had just begun. I stood there holding someone else's coffee, burning my hand and not feeling a thing. Funny how pain chooses its own temperature. You look happier than ever with him, like peace finally moved into the space I left empty. Your eyes don't search the crowd anymore, they rest, and it's beautiful and it's brutal. I taught you how to smile like that, now he gets to keep it. You look happier than ever, and I'm standing in the ashes of my own prayers, learning how to be grateful while something inside quietly breaks. You cut your hair shorter, the way you always talked about. He runs his fingers through it like it was made for his hands. I almost waved, then remember I'm a stranger now. I almost smiled, then remember it would look like surrender. So I just watch you walk away. You're a step lighter than it ever was with me, like love used to weigh 1,000 pounds and someone finally took it off your shoulders. I wonder if you still drink oat milk lattes. I wonder if he knows you hate being tickled on the left side. I wonder if you ever think of me at all, then hate myself for hoping the answer is yes. You look happier than ever with him, the kind of happy that doesn't need to prove anything. It just exists, quiet and certain, like sunrise after a night you thought would never end. I hope he knows how rare that light is, I hope he never dims it. You look happier than ever, and I'm learning that love sometimes means walking away so someone else can stay. I used to think letting go was failure, now I think it's the bravest kind of winning. If you're blooming where I couldn't water you, then the drought was mine to carry, not yours. You look happier than ever with him, and for the first time I don't wanna ruin it. I just wanna remember how you last sounded when it wasn't trying to hold everything together. You look happier, and I'm finally learning how to mean it when I say I'm glad. Keep shining, love. I'll find my own sign somewhere down the road. The skyline used to feel like a promise. The towers lit up like matches we hadn't struck yet. Now they lean together, drunk on their own reflection, smearing gold across the river like spilled champagne. I'm parked on the overpass, engine off, watching the city breathe without us. Every pulse a red brake light feels like a heartbeat, skipping your name. The windows fog with things I never told you. I draw a small heart, then erase it, like practicing how to disappear. City lights are blurring at night, running mascara down the face of the dark. I'm trying to read the signs, but they're crying too hard. Every glow is a maybe, every shadow is a scar. City lights are blurring the way your eyes did when you lied and said I'll be fine. They're still lying, and so am I. There's a billboard with a couple kissing under string lights. I hate how happy they look in 4K. I hate that I slow down to stare. The radio plays a song we skipped the first time. Now I let it finish, note by bitter note, like swallowing glass wrapped in velvet. Downtown smells like wet concrete and your old cologne. Memory has a cruel sense of smell. I almost call you just to hear the voicemail that still says, hey, it's us. But I hang up at the beep. Some ghosts are kinder when they stay quiet. City lights are blurring at night, turning the whole horizon into watercolor regret. I'm driving through a painting that hasn't dried yet. Every street lamp is a street lamp we stood under once. City lights are blurring, and I'm not sure if it's rain on the glass or tears on the inside. Probably both, probably always will be. If I keep driving long enough, maybe the map will forget where you live. Maybe the moon will trade places with the sun, and I'll finally outrun this hour. But the city keeps spinning its soft neon lullaby, telling me to pull over, telling me some wounds only glow in the dark. City lights are blurring, they look like the night you left, all color bleeding into one long goodbye. I turn the headlights off, let the dark teach me your shape one last time. City lights are blurring, and for once I don't try to clear the view. Keep blurring, baby, I'm not ready to see straight.